Welcome to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Baltimore Ravens. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, welcome to this game. Jake Moody going to get it started. Off we go here in Baltimore. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Set.
Now the first carry for Chuba Hubbard. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Alexander. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8.
Set.
To throw is Young. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd
17.
and 3.
Red 38. Set.
From the gun, it's Young. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive.
Ready to go.
Now, faking the give. By Tucker. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. The first-round pick looking right at home in this offense. It's a 1st down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They've got him. James Pierce getting home to drop him. He's up to a dozen sacks now on the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Come on, come on.
The first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it. So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, it kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
So it's 4th down, punting time. Ethan Evans to do the honor. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
Young to throw on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Isaac to Sloss. And mark him down up beyond the 30. They get 11 and quickly pick up the 1st down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and for the defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season.
On the double.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Come on, set, ready.
Young hands it to Hubbard. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6. Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season.
Ready. 50, cut.
Here's the pistol snap to Young. That's complete to his tight end. It's Dawson Knox. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Not much there. Maybe a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Set,
Throwing is Young. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Young. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Baltimore. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. He's got it, and the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Ready up. Get up. Ready.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Ah, the blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. Zion McCollum that time. On the corner blitz, he gets in there to record the sack. Quick throw to Neighbors on the RPO. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Third and 11.
Ready!
Now they'll set up to throw. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Blake Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to fourth down. This brought in out past the 20. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Down. Yellow. Ready.
They'll go play action with Young. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They do a really nice job defensively there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Young. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
Now Young. He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
30-yard line.
Come on, go!
Back to throw here to begin the drop. That's left side to Tucker. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Saints.
Let's go!
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. A very good throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots, even though they won't.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Yaya Diaby getting in to record his 9th sack of the year.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll be back in Baltimore after this.
Okay, ready?
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field, and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
And this winds up a very nice return. He's able to get up past the 40-yard line. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Right through. Here we go.
Here's Young. That one into the hands of Moore downfield. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 74 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Reichard good with the extra point. And the Ravens move out on top, 14-0. Reichard out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. He'll start at the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. Up the sideline at the 35. They'll mark him down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Walker. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. That is intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again. I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds. It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
On the 7-yard line.
Here we go.
To throw, Young. It is brought in the end zone. Savion Williams. Touchdown, Ravens. That touchdown #1 for him on the year. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
The Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Let's go now.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Hold it ready.
Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
We had a chance to talk to the defensive coordinator the other day, and remember what he told us, Mike? He said, we know how talented this young rookie quarterback is. He can make all the throws. We've seen him do it in college. But it's a different animal now doing this in the NFL. We think we can make him force some bad throws and make some bad decisions, and so far here in the first half, that's exactly what they've done.
A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
50, green. Ready?
On play action. No chance at all. He'll go down. Kenneth Grant in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Let's go.
And before the snap, there is movement up front. This sequence not going as planned. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. This one caught by the back, out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. It's a big one for the Ravens. 53 yards. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the give, it's Hubbard. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 5. They'll go again with Hubbard. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and He put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Here's Young. He's got it at the 7, and he will get into the end zone. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this game.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
They're on the 26-yard line.
The Ravens now going to use their final timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Ready? Let's go. Let's go.
The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
They need 8 as they come up for third down.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Looking across the field, he gets this to Neighbors. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain of 24 through the air. First down, New Orleans.
Got it. Ready?
New Orleans.
Here we go. Here we go.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield. James Pierce. He's able to get to the quarterback for the second time here in this first half.
Seven Pirates. Ready?
They'll look to throw. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And he's in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown, Saints.
Now Jake Moody for the extra point. It's up and through. The Saints are able to edge a bit closer.
Saints 7.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Look, let's go now. Switch. Yellow. Black 40. Ready?
They'll begin here on the ground. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Here we go.
Throwing on second down, Young. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox. Third down coming up.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
throwing now on 3rd and long. That's complete. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in. But this is going to go down as a big loss on the play. Saints going to use their second timeout. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. And a pretty good result there. That's out of bounds right at the 10-yard line.
On the jump. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. Trey Tucker, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down. That one knocked away, and it's incomplete. Christian Gonzalez, first rounder out of Oregon. Tight coverage there. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Young to throw on 1st down. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Ready, set.
From the gun, it's Young. He's going to air this one out. That is caught. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Ravens. Reichert now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Ravens add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Just 1 second remaining in this 1st half, and they will kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. He's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this 1st half. Very one-sided 1st half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. This taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go. Go.
On the handoff, this is Walker. And he's got some space. Up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. A pickup of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. At the 32.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Come on, come ready.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Let's go.
They'll try and run it with Walker. 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They get 21 on that one. It's good for a Saints first down. Now Walker. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. He's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Let's go. Reno. Ready.
On the ground, it's Walker. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's third down.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. They get 24 on that one. First down, New Orleans.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Oh, they're on him in a flag, and he lost the football. One of the Ravens has it. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense. When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line, and for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28.
Here we go, set, ready.
There's a handoff to Hubbard. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. A gain there of 21. First down, Baltimore.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
On the bootleg, it's Young. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it'll be second down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Second and 10.
Down. 45. What? Set. Go.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a third down and 4.
Ready.
Here's a run with their tight end. It looks like he's going to have that first down He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on third down.
So often, Mike, you can tell a team's decision on fourth down by what they call on third down. So I think after that third down run, it was pretty clear that, hey, even if we don't get it here, we're comfortable going for it again on fourth down. But didn't turn out to be the case because he's able to get it there on third. So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
Another run here with Hubbard. And he's able to find a crease, get ahead for 7. He'll bring up third down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Set. Ready?
Young. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Cater Cohu. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunate, there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Now a give to Walker, running right. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
They'll run here with Walker. Not much happening there, just a short gain. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Here's Walker. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 19 yards. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
Ready? Go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Mike, doesn't it just seem like year in and year out, especially on the defensive side of the ball, there's these late-round players that kind of burst onto the scene out of nowhere, and there's a reason this guy fell in the draft. But I'll tell you what, he has shown a ton of growth so far this year, and he continues to make his presence felt in the back end of this defense.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
Here's second and 9.
At the 17-yard line.
Come on, set. 50.
Out of the shotgun. Young. That'll be taken in by Moore. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force fourth down. Ravens sending the punt team out there, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season.
Ready? Let's go now. Ready?
Now, faking the give. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. A big play to kick off this drive. An even 40 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this just shows how special he can be.
He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
Walker is in. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this game.
Saints 14.
We're down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here, trying to get an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
On the set. Here we go. Yellow, 22. Set, Hunt.
Young hands it to Hubbard. And he is planted. Backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Ready up.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. To throw is Young. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he will finally be taken down inside the 10-yard line. A big play there for Baltimore. 37 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
2nd and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line.
Ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Young. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush. He goes down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Claws red. Down. Cut.
From the gun here on third down, it's Young. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal. Reichardt's kick is good. And the Ravens will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. That's left side to Tucker. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. He'll drop the throw. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Yaya Diaby in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And the Ravens will take over possession here at the 44.
The 3rd down pass. Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
On 2nd down, Young. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
Well, as they face this possible 3 and out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
3rd and a long way to go.
Blue striker. Here we go. Here we go. Hup, 60 red. 60 red. Check, huh?
Now Young. That one on target for Williams. He's got it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Blue, 32.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready?
Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they're going to use them.
Come on, set.
2nd and 11.
62 blue.